Hey guys, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of our class. I'll try to keep it short, but I can't make any promises. Alright, so this is what you're going to see whenever you click on Canvas and you click on our homepage. Let me start you back at the beginning. So you're going to go to your leo.eastms.edu homepage and you'll click on Canvas to get started. And then you'll have your dashboard, but you can also click courses, and then you'll click on this course here to get to your intermediate English course. So when you click on it, I'll show you what's going to open up. This is going to open up. You're going to open up to this welcome page. Now, you, in your version of Canvas, which is the student version, you'll have a to-do list, and you're going to have a lot of pages show up in this first couple of days, but all they are is pages. They're not any kind of assignments, most of them. So you just clicking on the pages and seeing what's on the page and then clicking to the next page. So don't let that long list that's going to be over here on your to-do list overwhelm you. Usually let me click student view real quick and see, because sometimes they move things around in Canvas, and yeah, so the to-do list is right here, and you're just basically clicking just to see. Most of that's, all those things that I see are just pages. Alright, but I want to get out of the student view because I want you to be able to see everything. Alright, so most of these links here basically take you to the modules page. So let's just click right there. The modules page, I promise you, is where you want to access all of your information for the class. If you try to click on assignments from grades, which is fine, that's your choice, you're not going to see the instructions for the assignment, and for some of my items, they are locked until you do the previous assignment, and if you're in grades, things are not necessarily going to be in order. So let's just go, just so you can see. I'm going to click on student view, click on grades, and you can see things are all over the place. Okay? And they're not necessarily going to be in the order you see. Like this one has to be done before this one. So if you try clicking on it, it's not going to let you open it. But you can, and it might be better if you organize by module. So, maybe that would work. I don't know, honestly. I'm just going to tell you, I would access all of my assignments from the modules page. I would not use grades. Okay. So you have tons of good information in this student information page. Here are all your dates. This is how to get Microsoft Office on your computer for free. Some tips, all kinds of things there. These are some documents. If you have some issues, you might need those. Probably won't need the library resources, but there they are. This is for later whenever the exams come up. Okay. So here is a module that I will sometimes kind of dump things into. Like if I need you to know something, you can think of it as an important links page or an announcements type module, and I'll just sometimes stick things in there. But we have here a link to the team for this class because I use Microsoft Teams. This should launch Microsoft Teams for you. If you're on a Apple computer or a Chromebook, you probably have to download the app. And then there's a little video that explains to you how to start out in Teams. So I won't get too deep into that with this video. Alright. When you get in Teams and click around and play with it, you'll pick it up really quickly. But Teams is how I communicate with you rather than, I don't like the Canvas inbox at all. And I really am not a big fan of the Leo email, so I prefer to use Teams for all of our communication between each other. Alright. We do have a writing center, but you'll have specific requirements that apply to you and possibly some extra points. So if you do plan to go to the Writing Center on the Scuba campus, get in touch with me so I can give you explain to you what the expectations are. All right. Then you also have a scavenger hunts folder, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. So let me just click on this explanation of it. You see how many scavenger hunts you have right there. Okay. So I'm going to click on this explanation here, scavenger hunts. This is just the page is going to show up in your to-do list on this date. So there's a scavenger hunts module, which is what I was just in. They're graded assignments, and they lock at 11:59 p.m. each Sunday. I don't reopen scavenger hunts, so please don't ask. Go ahead and work and complete as many scavenger hunts as possible before the due dates come up, and then you won't have to worry about begging for mercy, which I'm not going to give anyway. Okay. On to the next thing. I keep clicking home. Really need to be in the modules. And then you can collapse these menus when you don't need them, so that you don't have everything in the world open. All right, so you got some assignments doing scavenger hunts on the first week, but then you also have module week 1, and you'll notice that says that this little button here says complete all items. So in order for these items to open, you have to complete them in order, okay? And the requirement, you can see it right here. So all you have to do is click on it and look at the policy on late assignments, and then this one's going to unlock. And you'll just view it. That's all you got to do. And then the next one will unlock. And when you view this one unlocks. You don't have to really look at this one, but this one's going to unlock, because this to me is the better book because I put a bunch of highlights in it. And I may even update this link at some point because I've added some new highlights and notes and things like that. Okay? And then you've got a plagiarism agreement assignment due. There's no pre-writing involved. It's really short. And all you have to do is submit the assignment. There. Now, you'll get a grade for it, but you do have to submit the assignment, right, to complete the requirements for that module. Now, you see this, you also have a complete all items button on this module. So I've got an explanation of how the essays work, and this is how they work. You've got 4 assignments pretty much associated with every essay unit. So our first essay unit is the body image essay, and it starts with a warm-up assignment. There's no pre-writing involved with it. It's just to get you thinking about body image. Okay? What all is, associated with this idea of our image of our own bodies. Then you have the pre-writing here. Now, inside the pre-writing assignment, the topics are listed. There's also some videos and things in there that will help you with the pre-writing, because you have to score at least a 99 on your pre-writing, and that's all explained in some different links that you can click on your own time. If you don't score a 99, the essay is not going to open up. Okay? But I'm here to help you get a 99 on your pre-writing. And if you follow the instructions, you will make a 99 or possibly 100 on your pre-writing. But like I said, that all the requirements are explained in the instructions, but you'll notice that these are grayed out. So once you view this one's going to unlock. As soon as you submit the warm-up assignment, the pre-writing is going to unlock. All right, when you complete these requirements here, this module will open up. Are you kind of getting the feel of it? So you got to finish one thing to unlock the next thing, and you got to make sure you complete the requirements. So here is a full essay unit. The warm-up, the pre-writing, the actual essay. Okay, you got to score at least a 30 on your essay in order to open up the second chance for this particular essay. So whenever you do the second chance, and once again, all that's explained inside the instructions, you have a chance to correct the errors you made in the body image essay. All right? But you can't, this won't unlock if you don't make a 30 on this one. And I'm always here to help you and help you understand what's going on. Okay. So then you start with a new essay unit, the criminal justice unit, and it just rolls along like that. Everything works exactly the same, and then you've got the criminal justice second chance and all that. And then if you scroll on down, you'll see the final exam, and the final exam dates are November 16th. Let's go up to the dates here, and that'll tell us. We don't have to guess. But not all assignments, not all essays have second chances, okay? Let's go right here. We are session 1, and these are your final exam dates right there. Okay. So now I want to show you some. There's lots of information. You got to click around. Be patient with me and be patient with yourself, and click through all of the instructions for your assignments, because there are a lot of things and tips in there that will help you make better grades. Probably the biggest one is using Teams to communicate with me, to ask me questions as soon as you need to ask me. Okay, so there are a couple of books associated with this course. One of them is the Cengage developmental book, which you'll see. I always click on the home page, which you'll see in the modules page, and it is going to be right here. So that's one book. It's my favorite book, guys. I really like it because I like the way they explain everything in such easy to understand terms. And then, of course, I've added my own notes in there. But you also have a McGraw-Hill textbook associated with the course, so I'm going to show you how that works. You've already paid for the book, so you're not going to be paying for anything. If you get prompted to pay, let me know, and I'll try to get that fixed for you or try to direct you to some help. But click on this thing, this link right here, and then it's going to take you to, I think, a registration page. It's not going to let me see that part. I can click on it and try, but I don't think it's going to let me see that part. Let's see what happens. So you're going to hit begin. You're going to, some point it's going to stop me, okay? So I'm not sure. I wish I could advise you better on what's going to happen here, but enter your email and then hit begin. But see, I'm frozen on this part. So follow the prompts, and I think it takes you to a registration page where you'll put in some different information, name, email address, and passwords and that kind of thing, which I think you only have to put in one time. I'll try to help you as much as I can with the McGraw-Hill stuff. But once you finally get in to the website, gonna see something that looks just like this. This is the student view of what you'll see. If you click here, this is going to be your textbook, and I'll click on it and see if it'll let me get in. And it looks like it's going to. If you have pop-ups enabled, no. Okay, if you have your ad blocker on, it's not going to let you use the search button. It'll act all funny and weird. So make sure that your ad blocker is not on. You have to have one downloaded to your computer for it to even be on. But you can search for different things like comma splices or subject-verb agreement, fragments, whatever. If you're wanting to find something in particular and you don't know where to find it, let me know and I will try to help you find it. But that's the search button. If you're particularly interested in grammar, which is usually what the issues are in all of my composition classes, it's always the grammar that costs you the points. If you will go to Part 8, and you'll see Part 8 is already even open on mine. Go to Part 8 over here in the table of contents, and then there's all your grammar stuff. Now, for this class, let's see how do we get out of this? All right. So the book opened up in a new tab. So I'm just going back to my old tab. For this class, I also set you up with an assignment. It is not graded. It is not in any way connected to your Canvas or to the grade for this class. This is just here as an optional assignment so that you can practice whatever grammar you want to practice. So you just click this little blue arrow and hit begin. You may notice if you go back and pause the video that it said it'll take you 16 hours. When you're not expected to sit here for 16 hours, you can goof around with it and leave and come back to it, and it saves all your progress. So I'm going to show you how to kind of click around and get to the things that you are interested in the most. So if you'll click on library, continue. Look, it's got all the beginning stuff right here, just the parts of speech. But you can drop this menu down, and there's all kinds of information here. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know. Oh, you gotta scroll down to see the grammar. The grammar, I'm telling you guys, the grammar is what you're most interested in. I like McGraw-Hill, don't love it. If you want to recharge, there's nothing to recharge yet, but that's if you wanted to redo something like reattempt some quiz or something that you took. Let's click on assignment. So I can click right here. Okay. You can turn her off if you don't want to listen to it. You can choose a learning mission or let the system guide you. Alright. We're going to turn her off. Okay. So let's say I want to work for 20 minutes, or I want to answer 4 questions correctly in a row, and then it's going to say, hey, you mastered this thing or something like that. So I'm going to click that one, see what happens. So which of the following are sentence fragments? That one is, that one, but those 2 are both complete sentences, and then I pick which one I think it is. If I hit I know it and I'm wrong, it's going to add more questions. If I click I think so and I get it wrong, I'm not sure exactly how many questions it adds, but if I click I know it and I get it right, it's going to shorten the length of time it takes me to finish this quiz. But like I said, none of this is going to affect your grade in the class. This is just for you to goof around with however you want to. I was just seeing if it would let us jump around. And that shows us your progress. Grammar, punctuation, and mechanics. Will it let us do that? Oh, no, it won't. Okay, so it doesn't look like you can jump around in the quiz. In the quizzes, it just takes you straight through from like basically start to finish, I guess. All right. So let's say you don't know what an adverbial phrase is. Let's see what this is. Okay, I don't care about that. So we're going to go right here. We can do a search. Let's do a search. Adverbial phrase. And look, it takes us right to a interactive on how to do adverbial phrases. And I can play with that and learn about it. And if I get tired of it, I can just go out of you can just pretty much play around in the library if you want to. You never have to fool with the assignment. But if once you learn what an adverbial phrase is, you want to go back to the assignment, just jump right back to the assignment. That's pretty much all I have to say about McGraw-Hill. to home. And I'll be sending you out information later about Honor Lock and the final exam. Let's not worry about that at this point. So we can click on grades. And you can see your assignments group weight. I think that's going to change from essays 3 to 4. Okay? I don't think I have 5 essays assigned. So just don't be alarmed when that information changes. But these are the assignments group weights. Oh, and this will disappear too. Sorry about that. So 30, 40, 50, yeah, 100. So you can see that the final exam is 50% of your grade. Now this accomplishes a couple of things. Let's say you were riding around on a D. You can make a really good grade on the final exam and still come out pretty good in the class, okay? So, and you know the final exam is a proctored exam, so you do have to do that where someone can see you, but I'm one of your best resources, so make sure that you're using me to ask those questions. I think that's pretty much enough to get you started on everything. So just get in touch with me if you need anything, and I'll shoot this video off to you here in just a second. See you in the next video.